So this is where I work, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. There are two things you should know about JPL. We do see snow in Pasadena. It's just that city ordinances don't permit it to fall on horizontal surfaces. So the other thing, second thing about the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, we've never done any work in jet propulsion. We started in the 1940s designing rockets for attachment to bombers to help them off the runway, help them during takeoff. And today we're the lead NASA center for the unmanned exploration of space, robotic exploration of space. But we've never worked with jets, and our propulsion work is limited to small thrusters, some as small as my fist. Today, JPL is flying and driving, in the case of rovers, more spacecraft than ever before in its history. Over 24 spacecraft, including the two rovers now operating on Mars, are still in operation. And on the right side of the screen, several JPL science instruments can be found aboard other non-JPL spacecraft. The Curiosity rover is probably the best known of our current missions. It's been on Mars now 2.5 years. 2 years last August. Size of a Mini Cooper, almost as heavy. It was too heavy to land on airbags, so we had to use this sky crane on the bottom, the picture there, to lower it to the surface of Mars. And it's nuclear powered to provide enough juice for a full suite of instruments. The intangible desire to explore and challenge the boundaries of what we know and where we have been has provided benefits to our society for centuries. So fear and pride doesn't really explain a Neil Armstrong or even an Elon Musk. The astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson says, quote, "A passion for exploration is the fuel to an innovative economy," unquote. Tyson points out that private enterprises like Elon Musk's SpaceX, Google, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos are investing their time and money in space ventures. Sir Richard Branson founded Virgin Galactic and Space Adventures, companies that offer space tourism opportunities for non-scientists. So space tourism alone is forecast as a $1 billion per year industry. And a little imagination suggests that the return from space exploration will dwarf the return from exploration of the Americas. Many say that our public investment in space exploration would be better spent on things like building housing for the poor. And that's a decision that's quite appropriately made by you in the audience. I can tell you that NASA is making and will continue to make discoveries that will benefit humanity. But in essence, we explore not because it's easy, but because it's difficult. Humanity's interest in the heavens has been universal and enduring. So humans are driven to explore the unknown, discover new worlds, push the boundaries of our scientific and technical limits, and then push further. So space exploration helps to address fundamental questions about our place in the universe. Are we alone? Might earthbound humanity expand beyond its current limits? A common expression during the 1930s was, "That is as crazy as going to the moon." It was this photo looking back at the Earth from the perspective of another land that not only changed what was considered crazy, but gave humans a new understanding of who we are, and perhaps who we might be. A lot of the U.S. astronauts actually go to Russia for a year or more to train on the Russian systems because they have to be familiar with the Soyuz, which incidentally I've been in a Soyuz. And there's basically enough room to maybe move your arms about that much and I saw all that room that Sandra Bullock had in there. I mean, it was like she could practically play racquetball in there. So that really surprised me, because they're like, I think they can take 4 people in the Soyuz, but they're like 4 coffin-like slots that they fit in. If you have even the slightest tendency toward claustrophobia, you would not want to be in a Soyuz.
The international plan, the idea of going to Mars?
Well, it doesn't, until Congress provides the money, it isn't anything. And human missions to Mars are rather expensive, particularly if it's two-way. I mean, if you took some people like maybe my age, and didn't plan for them to come back, it would be much cheaper. Retirement community sort of thing, yeah.
I want to thank David for coming here, being part of this. I want to thank all of you for coming and being part of this. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your interest in science and technology.